One more question I want to hit with you guys is what are the vulnerabilities that companies, whether they're, the mega cap or the large cap, the mid cap, the small cap, the micro cap company, it seems like all of the activist campaigns kind of run on the same themes, right? Oh, there might be an ESG overlay or something like that, but it's, I want M&A, I want a breakup, I want a combination, I want you to get rid of this business line, you're allocating your capital the wrong way. Look at all that cash, give it to me. It's kind of the same things over and over. Is a board supposed to go through all of those every year? Or how are they supposed to think through preparing for kind of the inevitable?
Well, what happens at large caps is that happens automatically. They get presentations from investment bankers, from other experts. The problem with medium and smaller cap companies is they don't have those same resources. They don't have that same access. So if you're a director, you may have, in some cases, more access or ability to bring information into the boardroom than the management team does. And you should use that, and you should try to challenge yourself. I can't tell you should look at, is it time to sell the company every year, every quarter? But it's something that should always be at the back of your mind. What if we get an approach? What are we going to say? Where are we going to get information from it? Are there investment bankers that understand our company that we can call and get advice? The last thing you might be doing is having somebody make a proposal for your company and you don't know who to call, or you haven't talked about valuation and things like that. That doesn't usually happen in larger companies. It does happen in smaller and mid-cap companies because they don't have those same resources. So investment bankers aren't shy, but they tend to target the bigger companies. They can make a lot of money working with small caps and mid-cap companies, but they often have to be approached by a director or by a member of management to get involved in the company. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money to do that. You're asking people to invest time. It's an important resource. If they understand your company and they've looked at your company, they will be much better able in a crisis or a problem or an opportunity to give you advice about the company. If they have to get up the learning curve before they can even start giving advice, you're going to lose some valuable time.
On that front, when you're at a smaller cap company, having an investment bank come and make a presentation once a year, some period, is really useful. What's the state of the market? What are you seeing in our space? I don't know any banker that won't return your call.
Any good banker.
Any good banker, right? And maybe you're small that the biggest ones won't. But boy, there's a lot of bankers that are really good that you can call and ask. And so I think that's important. And Travis, your question, there's kind of a menu of things that the activists choose from, and sometimes they choose everything on the menu. Yep. But you should be looking at those things all the time. One of the things on the menu is, do you have the right members on your board? You get a chance to look at that every year as you go through your proxy. And I think it's important to say, what refresh do we need? And we know we're all friends. We know we're all colleagues. We get along well, but no one should feel like, gee, if I got off this board, it would be bad for my life. Because then you're not being a good board member. Then you're protecting yourself, not your shareholders. And so I think all that menu, I don't know what the right cadence is, but there should be a natural cadence where you're looking at all of it depending on your size.